So we've certainly got enough teases about Secret Wars in the MCU. Now whether they do it down the road or not, that remains to be seen. But recently, the Russo brothers, who of course directed Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, teased on how they would pull it off, and it's ambitious. Now we all know the idea behind the MCU. A bunch of small movies that all start off doing their own independent story, and then somehow they build up towards something that connects them so they can meet up in a team-up film. This is how they set up Phase 1, then Phase 2, and then ultimately everything led to Endgame, where it became the biggest film of all time just due to the nature of how this was done. They condition you to come back and go, I have to see this, I have to get to the next one. If I miss a piece, they'll fill me in, but I might go back and watch it on digital or something. It's just how they've conditioned us. And recently the Russo brothers were specifically talking about Secret Wars when they were asked about an approach to it. And instead of saying, yeah, we would love to do Secret Wars, they teased it as a 6-film series that would have to build up to Secret Wars. Now, to me, this would be something that's a huge risk, but at the same time, could you imagine if they actually took on the approach like the comics, where, just to take a step back, if we look at Captain America 3, Civil War, in the comics, Civil War is a huge event. You have to go read this issue and that issue to get the full story, but you could read just the main titles and understand what's happening. Now imagine if the next step in the MCU was to take that approach, where Secret Wars is not just one film, but let's spitball here, don't take me on anything for my word, but if it's Black Panther, Secret Wars. Captain Marvel 2, Secret Wars. You know, like whatever they have coming out. Doctor Strange 3, Secret Wars. Spider-Man 4, Secret Wars. So you know that everything's clicking into this, building up towards, and then you finally have Marvel's Secret Wars, the ultimate event. It's the ultimate payoff. That's why you watched all the Secret Wars subtitles. Would that work? I don't know. You know, at one point, people said Avengers would never work. You couldn't bring people back from one film to another because it was never done before. Now people are saying the same thing about the TV series, but we know this is Disney. They're going to pull it off. It just has to work for them because they're Disney. They're committed to this. They'll make it work if they have to. So it's at this interesting kind of point where if they were to do this, how many people would return? And I think that's what they're trying to kind of tease here and maybe hint towards, that maybe that's in the discussion. Maybe they'll do something like that. Maybe one year they literally go, okay, we're going to release an Avengers film in May. But the previous May, you're going to get like 4 or 5 films, or maybe you get 3 films and 3 series on Disney Plus that are all Secret Wars branded. And then you get the ultimate Secret Wars film. This could work, and I think that's what they're trying to figure out. Would this work? Because Secret Wars is a big story. You can't contain it to one film, and I don't think you can do Secret Wars Part 1 and Part 2. That just wouldn't work. It seems a little too derivative. I don't know though, how do you guys feel about this? Would you actually like it if they did something like this? Like if there was an entire phase, let's say 2 years, like Phase 6 is 2 years, 10 films, 5 TV series, and they're all branded under the Secret Wars phase, and they're all building up towards it. Would you actually like something like this? Let me know.